What's good, everyone? Britt here. I recently got to play the Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I can finally tell you about it. The demo kicked off at the start of the game and lasted about 50 minutes. Admittedly, I spent a lot of that time gawking at everything, and maybe a lot of those 50 minutes were spent dying by Dr. Salvador's chainsaw. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a remake of 2005's RE4, reimagined and modernized. It, quote, preserves the essence of the original game while introducing modernized gameplay, a reimagined storyline, and vividly detailed graphics. And yeah, I saw quite a bit of this. The tone set by the new opening is much darker, and you really sense that Leon is struggling with not only what happened in Raccoon City, but with his current role as a federal agent. While Leon felt a bit carefree in the original RE4, from what I gather in the remake, the weight of his past hasn't quite escaped him in the 6 years since the Raccoon City incident. That's not to say some of his best quips aren't returning. I was so freaking happy to hear some of my favorite one-liners return, along with a few new ones.
Kill me for the repairs later.
To give you an idea of how RE4 Remake is building on itself, let's talk about the first house you come across. Now, not only is the approach to this infamous house much darker, creepier, and more ominous, the house itself has been overhauled with multiple rooms crammed with details and new surprises. I also found the encounter with the first villager to be way more unsettling. Before making my grand escape from the first house, I encountered a room with what looked like a detective board featuring a disturbing photo of a seemingly captured Ashley. Lots of little details here, and this is just an example of a specific narrative beat getting some extra TLC. Also, hun again!
What's your sit rep?
When I came across the village proper, I admittedly clenched. If you've ever played RE4, you know just how hectic this area can be, and boy oh boy, I got rocked. I feel like the villagers in this game have hyper grabby hands, and Leon didn't feel as agile. Everything felt a bit more weighty, I guess, overall more realistic. My favorite go-to combat combos were A, a burning cow, and B, to shoot an enemy until I got a prompt, a roundhouse kick him in the face, and then get him with my knife when I could. On that note, some of y'all are gonna hate this, but the knife now has durability. I personally think this is the right choice for the game, but we can fight about that later. I'm flailing like a plaga, bursting from my head with excitement from what I saw with my brief time of RE4 Remake, and I can't wait to see more. What a weird analogy.